Hello. You're probably wondering why I look like a robot spaceman thing. Today, I want to talk about something that got me started in filmmaking. And no, not that my filmmaking origins video. That's for another time. No, today I want to talk about Machinima. According to Wikipedia, Machinima is the use of real-time computer graphics engines to create a cinematic production. This is generally done through the use of a video game. Hence why I'm showing you a representation of myself in the game Halo 3. Does this count as a vlog? I'm not, actually standing in front of a camera and talking to you, but I'm still kind of directly relaying information to you, and screw it, it's my VEDD, and I count as a vlog. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Machinima. I was really introduced to Machinima by my friend Jimmy when he showed me Digital Fear's series, Deus Ex Machina, back in 2007. The main character, John, and his best friend Michael built a suit that makes John into basically a superhero. They christen him Deus Ex Machina, and he goes off and fights crime and stuff. It gets a bit more interesting than that, or at least my 11-year-old self thought so. It shall forever remain unfinished, as the creator had lost interest years ago, but I enjoyed it when I was younger. Rewatching it for, research, it's a lot worse than I remember. If, for whatever reason, you want to watch it, it's all still on YouTube, too. I moved on to watching other works, like Digital Fear's later work, and eventually Rooster Teeth's Red vs. Blue. Red vs. Blue is arguably the oldest and definitely the longest-running Machinima series ever. It's still going. It's about, basically, two misfit groups of soldiers fighting over a box canyon in the middle of nowhere. As time went on, they moved from Halo game to Halo game, and as they moved, the writing got more complicated, and they brought in CG animation from outside the game. I still watch this when new episodes come out, and this series inspired my friends and I to try and make our own. The one we originally came up with was basically a cheap ripoff of Red vs. Blue, but we threw an alien in there for good measure. Granted, Red vs. Blue had an alien at one point, but... So anyway, we went to production of the show. We wrote about 6 episodes and looked into getting everything we needed to record it. I eventually would buy the Hauppauge HD PVR 1212, what was, at the time, the best way to capture video game footage. I still have it, and I still use it sometimes. It's kinda how I can make this video how I am. Other than this Red vs. Blue ripoff, we wrote other shows, like a futuristic cop show and something that takes place in Super Smash Bros. Brawl that blended the worlds of all the Nintendo characters. Poorly. Despite all this, I only ever made one Machinima. It was called Are You Ready? And it was basically my way of saying, are you ready for all of this amazing Machinima content I have coming up? And then I lost access to that channel and never made Machinima ever again. Unless, this counts, which I think it does. Anyway, it was pretty bad. I'll talk about it and the other videos on that channel in another video. Nowadays, Machinima isn't really something many people still make. The company Machinima doesn't even really make it themselves. They focus more now on gameplay commentary stuff and video game news. But it's not a completely dead medium. As I said before, Rooster Teeth still makes Red vs. Blue, the group Virtual Smash is still making their Smash Bros. Machinimas, and a friend of mine that goes by NetherRealm Machinima is still going strong. As for me, this is probably the last Machinima you'll see me make. Ever. I've moved on to more traditional filmmaking, which you'll definitely see more of from me in the future. Yesterday's video is here, tomorrow's video is there, and the links to the people I talked about are in the description. See you guys tomorrow.